Okay, I think this should be the last time I do this. This is another slight improvement on my Dr. Fart prank. Okay, so I have this guy. We're either on a subway or in like a train or an elevator, right? So I have this guy sitting there, and all of a sudden he just grabs his stomach and he just starts yelling and like, oh, howling in pain. He grabs his stomach, balls up, falls onto the floor, and it looks like he passes out or he's dead, right? So people around him, and while he's doing that, balling up, so he could bump it into people, go, oh, it's just really overacting, right? So he balls up, he's laying on the floor, and people are like, oh my God, what just happened, right? And they're like, is there a doctor? Is there a doctor here on the elevator or the train? So I'll be like, I'm a doctor, right? And I'll just start pushing people out. I was like, get out of my way, right? And start pushing people out of the way, right? And I'll be like, I know what to do, right? So I'll go up to him and I'll just grab somebody. I'll be like, maybe a lady or something. I'll be like, you loosen his belt and pull down his pants, right? And they'll be like, what? And I'll say, just do what I say. You want him to die? And they'll be like, okay, right? So they start loosening his belt, right? And when they pull down his pants a little bit, right? I think either he's gonna have dirty underwear and maybe a huge dick, right? Like a huge penis that they're like, oh, what the fuck is this, right? So meanwhile, while they're doing that, right, I'm gonna pull up his shirt and I'm gonna start rubbing his stomach in a circular motion, a slow circular motion, and I'll just grab somebody like you, with the other hand, because I'll have one hand rubbing and the other hand I'll be grab somebody, I'll be like you, and I'll put the hands on his stomach, right, and I'll probably make him have a really hairy stomach, I'll get somebody that just has a really gross hairy stomach, I'll be like, you keep rubbing his stomach in a slow circular motion, right? And they'll be like, okay, and I say, apply more pressure, right? And they'll be like, ah, and I'll be like, you want him to die? And I'll be like, no, okay. So while they're doing that, while they're rubbing his stomach, I'll go and start checking his head, and I'll open his eyes, and I'll be like, his pupils are dilated, and again, I won't know if that's good or bad, because I don't know, is it good that your pupils are dilated or whatever, but I'll be like, apply more pressure, and I'll be like, pull his pants down more, or whatever, and everybody now will be all around going what's going on, right? So, while he's there on the floor, I'll start yelling at him, I'll be like, live, you bastard, live! And I'll just start shaking him really hard, and I'll be like, don't go towards the light, right? And I'll lay him down, and just then, he's gonna just right out of the blue, all of a sudden, then it'll be quiet for half a second, and all of a sudden you hear this, you hear where he just rips this huge fart, right? And I'm gonna make sure that it stinks, right, when it comes out, and everybody's be like, oh, and I'll be like, keep rubbing, keep applying pressure, and I'll be holding on to people so they can't pull away. I stay by his pants for whatever reason, right? And everybody's and I'll have one guy go oh my God, I heard that when you die you shit yourself, do you think he's dead? And I'll be like, shut up, right? And maybe I'll slap that guy too, right? And then all of a sudden the guy will start moving on and be like, what happened, right? He'll be like, oh my God, I think I was dead, you saved my life, I saw my mother, I was in heaven and stuff, right? And it'll be such a letdown for everybody, because they'll be like, what the fuck? The guy had gas? We thought you were dying. You're somebody will be like this, dude, we thought you were dying. You're laying on the floor, and then the doctor came over and he started rubbing your stomach, and you farted, and now you're okay, And he'd be like, oh, thank you. And then he'd be like, but why are my pants down? And everybody at this point will just be disgusted, and all grossed out, and they'll be like, bleh.